Hello everyone, my name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to measure your website scroll depth using Google Tag Manager. So generally when you have your website and when you want to know what percentage of your web page is being scrolled and how many visitors are actually consuming your content, a scroll depth is a great way to measure and analyze how much of your page content is being consumed and what type of elements your users are clicking on. So let's get straight into things and set up a new trigger, create a new variable, and see how to set up scroll depth using Google Tag Manager. So log into your Tag Manager account and then click on variables. And what you want to do is click on configure and then enable scroll depth threshold, scroll depth units, and scroll direction. You need to enable these three variables because Tag Manager will automatically populate the value inside these variables, and this information will be passed on automatically to Google Analytics, where you can analyze the website performance. So go ahead and check this box. Alright, now we have enabled these three options as data layer variable. Then what you want to do is click on tags and then click on new tag. Okay, once you click on new tag, just name your tag as scroll depth. You can name any name you want, but let's just keep it simple. If I can spell it, okay, scroll depth, and then click on tag configuration. Okay, over here choose your Google Analytics or Universal Analytics as your tag type. All right, and then under track type you need to select event. Okay, now what you want to do is click on category, and over here you will have to choose a name, and this will be the name that will be passed on to Google Analytics. So I'm just gonna simply say that I wanna name it as scroll, so that when I view the event report in Google Analytics, the name will be shown as scroll. But you can name it as scroll depth, or you can say website scroll depth, or any other name. But I'm just gonna keep it simple and say it as scroll. And then under action, you have this scroll depth threshold. So choose this variable. Okay, so what we are basically doing is the value that will be added in this variable, this information will be passed on to Google Analytics, and under events tracking you will be able to see that information. So you can add a percentage, so that when you are analyzing your reporting in Google Analytics, it has a nice format. And we will be measuring in terms of percentage. You can also measure in terms of pixel. So basically, if you want to know how much how much scroll you're getting, like for example 10%, 25%, 50%, so that's why we are adding percentage symbol over here. Alright, so that's fine. Okay, over here you're simply going to add your tracking ID. Okay, so let's see, what is my tracking ID? Okay, so I'm just gonna pick my tracking ID and then paste over here. Okay, that looks great. And then hit save. Alright, save tag. Okay, so once you're done creating your new tag, click on triggers and then create a new trigger, and then name your trigger as scroll depth. And then under trigger configuration, choose scroll depth, and then obviously you want to measure your vertical scroll depth. So click on this box and then enter percentage, you can add like 10, 25, 50, 75, 90. So I'm just gonna say 25, sorry, it's 25, 50, 75, and then 100. All right, and then obviously we want to enable this trigger on page load. So this is by default, so let's just keep it as it is. And then we want to fire this trigger on all pages, so I'm just going to select all pages over here and then hit save. Okay, awesome. So now what you want to do is go back to your tags, click on scroll depth, and then click on triggering, and then click on scroll depth, because we want to fire this trigger when all the pages of your website, or on all pages of your website. So click on save. Okay, now what you want to do is click on preview. This is just to check if everything is working fine. So we are in preview mode, still loading. Okay, that's fine. Now go back to your website, and then I'm just gonna refresh my page. Okay, so it says scroll depth fired one time. That's because I was already scrolled down. So let's click on data layer and then see. Okay, so over here the value is 25%. Okay, that's great. I'm gonna scroll even more and then see if 50% is getting added. Okay, so scroll depth 50% is firing. That's fine. I'm just gonna scroll even more. Okay, 75%, great. And then 100%. Okay, so it seems like the tag is working properly. So go back to your tags. Okay, it says your scroll depth tag was fired 4 times, which is 25, 50, 75, and 100. Okay, so everything is working good. Go back to your Google Tag Manager and then hit submit, and then hit publish. Okay, awesome. So it seems like our tag configuration is working fine. Now what you want to do is go back to Google Analytics and then check if you can see the reporting in the analytics section. So click on the real-time reporting, click on real-time, and then click on events. Okay, so right now we get 1 session. Okay, and then we also got 4 different event action. So we got an event action for 25, 50, 75, and 100. Okay, that's great. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is, if you want to analyze your behavior, then click on behavior and then events. Okay, there you go. So we are able to get that data over here. So this is where you will get to see all your events, scroll events over here. And if you want to see which pages, or if you want to add a secondary dimension and understand on what page how much scroll you're getting, click on scroll dimension and then search for page. Okay, look at that. So on this page we got like total 4 events. So that's how you can understand. So I'm just gonna click on page again. Okay, so over here you will get to see what are your top performing pages, and on what page how much percentage of your content is being consumed. So that's how you can analyze. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the video. And I hope you understand how to configure scroll depth using Google Tag Manager. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.